So there are objections to the USA getting involved with the Iran situation from both the left and the right. That's very unusual. Usually they're polarized against each other. Here you got elements on both that don't want the United States to get involved with this. I mean, and that's the isolationist movement, which, is an interesting movement. We had the Libertarian Party chief on yesterday. I don't think he was very strong. I laid out a scenario of world disorder that would hurt every single American. He had no counter. But that's, he's entitled to his opinion. Okay, so there is a congressman in Ohio, Warren Davidson, strong Republican conservative. Here's what he says. Go.
Look, Israel, they're our friends. We wish them success and safety. And frankly, we want to know that they're secure. But the United States, it isn't our war to fight or our war to fund. Israel has historically said, we've got this, and it looks like they do.
Well, it is our war to fund, because if we didn't fund Israel, they'd be out of business and a lot of Jews would be dead, because that's what Iran wants to do, kill all the Jews. What doesn't Mr. Davidson understand about that? And then what doesn't he understand about if you have a terrorist state, and that's what Iran is, with a nuclear capacity, then you have disorder in the world. So it's not our fight. Okay, I'm not advocating putting U.S. troops into the fray. I would not do that. Air power, we'll see, okay, but not yet. But to say, look, it's not our fight, come on. World disorder affects every single American. All right. Now, on the left, we have Ro Khanna, a guy I like. He's a congressman from California. He says, quote, "No war in Iran. It's time for every member to go on the record. Are you with the neocons who led us into Iraq, or do you stand with the American people?" Well, that's ridiculous. Number one, there is a war in Iran, Mr. Khanna. Might turn on your TV set and watch it. All right. And number two, it's not the neocons. It's the American people understanding that a terrorist state can't get a nuclear weapon. Trump's not a neocon. Trump doesn't want any of this. All right. He didn't want to put troops in there. He doesn't want to use American air power. He wants Israel to break the mullahs so they surrender. Now, last night, I was on Leland Veddert. Now, Veddert on News Nation, he's bullish. He's a hawk. He wants to go in with American air power and knock the nukes out once and for all. I'm not there. Roll the tape. But what I'm trying to tell you is that there is a prong going in from the United States, not Israel. If Israel could kill him, they'd kill him and blow the whole place up. So people ought to know that. But from the United States, we can get what we want, regime change, destroy the nukes, without using American military.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Now, there's a clock on it. There's a clock on it.
There's also a clock on this segment, but I'm extending it because I want you to tell me what's going to happen in the next 24 hours when Trump comes back to Washington.
Well, he's going to come back and they're going to evaluate what exactly the mullahs are offering through the third party. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, so then Donald Trump puts on social media that there's total disarray in Iran, which is true. And he's hoping that they'll surrender, okay, and that we won't need to use American air power at this point. Now, why am I reticent about doing that? Because there are unintended consequences with China and Russia and other Arab nations. Whenever you use your military, particularly if you're in the United States, then things are going to happen that you can't predict. So if we don't have to use our military directly, if the mullahs are going to fall apart because of the Israeli bombardments and the action against them, then you let that play out a bit. And Trump is trying to move that along by scaring the Iranians, So he says, hey, you better get out of Tehran, which is the capital, 10 million people. And you saw the videos, traffic jams all over the place getting out of there. The Ayatollah who runs the country is in hiding somewhere. Trump says, hey, we know where you are. We can take you out anytime. Trump is trying to instill fear in the Iranian population so that they will demand a surrender and possibly overthrow the mullahs. That is the strategy today. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or place in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty free. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of five-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.